Well, what a wonderful, amazing spring day. It's April, not April, it's March. March 9th, I think. It's 17 degrees Celsius. Absolutely spectacular. And I think what we'll do today, since it's very early, but we'll see if we can find our early signs of spring. See if we can find the hints. Why don't you join me? Let's go. Well, here's our sign of spring. It's been so hot this last few days that the snow has been melting at a prodigious rate. And as you can see, the river is quite full and angry, just about flowing over the banks. Is that, I don't think you can see it, but there's a few ducks there in the back corner, paddling furiously. And down here, if you watch my other videos, you know there's a huge concrete block, remnants from Hurricane Hazel. And usually you'll see maybe 1.5 meters showing, and clearly it's almost submerged. So, yep, high water levels. Still some snow in the background. Let's continue on. Well, still patches of snow here and there. The shadiest part of the park. But I'm sure it'll soon disappear as well. Another sign of spring, the pine cones. Now, you know, I'm going to be producing a video in the next little while called Roy's World Famous Basil Pesto, which includes pine nuts. So I bought them from the store. Do I see any more pine cones up there? Yeah, there's some up there. But I'm wondering, can I use nuts from these pine cones? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And up in the trees, you see still some nests from the squirrels. I don't know why. Well, I guess it's probably protection, but they tend to make their nests as high as they can up in the trees. I guess from protection from below. Gather all the leaves they can, they make a nice cozy nest and spend a lot of time there in the cold winter months. And here we have the geese and the ducks. I don't want to get too much closer as they're seeming to be a little bit skittish. And you can see down here, all that's water. In the summertime, that's all land. So you can see how high the water level is right now. I was out walking yesterday in the park and I see that the geese are starting to pair off into couples. I think geese mate for life. I think they do, but I'm not positive. If you know, let me know in the comments. Well, let's carry on. I guess I'm not the only one out here filming. See, here's a fellow with his telephoto zoom camera, just waiting for the perfect shot. I hope he gets it. And people sitting out in the park for the first time this year, communing with nature and themselves. Well, I don't know if you can see, but there are geese on the, that's actually an island over there. And this is where in the spring, or right about now, the geese start building their nests and laying their eggs, because it's a nice isolated, like I said, island protected from the dogs running around in the park and any other predators, coyotes, for example. Oh, by the way, here's a leftover ice slab. Not as thick. Usually they're quite often, maybe it's melted a bit, but often they're 2, 3, 4 times as thick as that. And the beavers have been active. Or maybe, no, these actually look older, so. Beautiful animals and very industrious are beavers, but terrible destroyers of trees and actually over there is the remnants of a beaver hutch from a few years ago. So, like I said, beavers will come through and strip new wood down, new trees down like you wouldn't believe. So they usually try and capture them and transport them somewhere else. Well, yeah, definitely an angry waterfall. But look up there, there's a couple of geese trying to paddle. Here's where you can see the full force of nature, can't you? Just tremendous power. And I don't know if it comes up on the camera, but there's a slight rainbow over there. I hope it comes through when I put the video together. Can you hear the noise? Hear the power? Let's carry on. Still snow. And I think, yes, I'm starting to see some tiny, tiny, tiny buds. Along with thorns. Here we are a little bit downstream from the dam. And the river is certainly roiling. Would that be a proper word? I think so. Tumultuous. Aggressive. Another path. It might be a little bit wet, but what do you think? Huh. Is that a motorcycle I hear? Another sign of spring? Anyways, let's see what we can see. Hopefully we won't get swamped in mud. Mud! Another sign of spring. And not an enjoyable one. Some more ice blocks. These are a little bit normal. Huh. Somebody's made a seat over here. I'll have to use that in the summer if it's still here. Yep. Watch out for coyotes. And as a mark of spring, oh, there's a little bug. Another sign. Yep. Not sure what that is. Well, here we are at Scarlett Road in Eglinton, and it's the Eglinton LRT, Light Rail Transport, I think it's called, extension being built. You can see it all in the background. I should do a walk one day just of this, but it's really quite impressive to see. Good for them. And I guess with the nice weather, and construction will pick up again. We'll see. Yep, still snow in the valley, but I don't know if you can see, but this, here we go, this tree, it's starting to bloom a little. You can see the red just trying to come out. Spring is here. Another thing is, I have to say, I didn't want to film them because I didn't want hostile glares or get beat up, is the number of people here in the park today with shorts or short sleeve shirts or without their jackets. Like I said, it's 17 degrees, which is really, that's shirt sleeve weather. It's a beautiful day. Speaking of which, in the distance, but I'll turn the camera off now. No invasion of privacy. Speaking of shorts, I guess I'm also included that. Please ignore the pasty white legs. They haven't seen sun for 5 months. Okay, enough. I don't want to frighten you. Remember what I said earlier about the geese pairing off? And mowing the grass. Don't worry. And of course, another sure sign, first sign of spring, is the soccer field, or I guess more accurately, the football pitch is full of students out practicing. Good to see. Future FIFA stars. And yes, coyotes have been seen in the neighborhood. That wasn't coyotes, that was the boys on the soccer field. But the reason I say is that last Saturday past, the city was so densely fogged, and the valley even more so. I don't think I could see maybe 10 meters out the window. And we had, about 7:30 in the morning, I was working on my computer, and all of a sudden I started to hear the coyotes, one coyote, yip, 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 yip. I don't do it justice, but you know the coyote call down in the valley, probably down near the dam, calling. I'm not sure whether he was looking for a mate for the spring, in the spring, or whether he was just confused with the fog. But I'm going to take it as another sign of spring. And I had to take one last video, sure signs of spring. The tennis court is open. And of course, a couple of folks are out there getting warmed up for their, maybe, I think, the first time this year. Good for them. Well, my friends, that's it for today. Sure signs of spring coming along. And we'll see you soon. Take care.